These next 6 weeks are going to get you moving around the neck using simple scale patterns and using your ears in a whole new way. I'm Chris Lipe for JamPlay.com, and we're working through another 6-week series in Guitar 101. So really, what we're going to be doing over the next 6 weeks is laying the groundwork for you to be able to begin improvising. The word improvise can be sort of a scary term for a beginner because you might think of like a 10-minute prog rock song or maybe your favorite guitar solo growing up and think, I could never really play like that. But really, improvising can start very simply. Learn a handful of scales, get some tracks to play them over, and practice putting the scales with the tracks. Practice playing them musically. Our goal here is not to cover every scale pattern within a particular subset of scales, like all the major scales up and down the neck or whatever. That would take forever. The goal during the next 6 weeks is to give you kind of a flyover view of some different types of scales in different parts of the neck, some different sounds, and then you can play them over some different sounding tracks. Tracks that we know in the context of this course, are going to be matched well for the scale you're trying to practice. So you get to discover how that scale sounds over an appropriate chord progression. Not only will we be learning scale patterns, but I'll be showing you how to practice scales for the most musical value. In other words, you're not just going to learn patterns and have to practice them over and over and over again. I'm going to show you how to practice them so that you're going to be making music with them every time you're practicing. This is really the best way to learn scales because you'll get to use them in real music much more quickly than if you just sit there and play the scale over and over again. Now, like the rest of the Guitar 101 series, this is a live, interactive 6-week course. So you have the opportunity to ask me questions, you have the opportunity to interact with me and steer the rough direction of the lesson. So if you're having problems with a particular scale pattern, or if you're having problems with another scale pattern, even that we're not teaching here in this next 6 weeks, I'm happy to help you out. Be sure that you have your guitar in hand during these lessons, and that you come prepared to interact and ask questions. You'll get the most out of it that way. If for some reason you can't make it live, all of these lessons are archived on JamPlay.com. You'll also have the opportunity to download and use supplemental content, which includes tracks, tablature, and brief lesson summaries, as well as guided practice. The guided practice videos really are going to be the key for you guys applying what we've learned in the live lessons. I'm going to walk through step by step with you on how to practice each week's content. We'll see you on JamPlay.com real soon for the next 6 weeks of Guitar 101.